Questions for Jared?
Jared, you've been around college football for a while now. Are you surprised at how many freshmen have been out there with this group kind of making plays and increasing their role? And as a leader, what responsibility do you take to kind of help get those guys on the same page?
Surprised, not at all. I feel as if the standard that we hold as a team, as the way we work, the way we develop each other, the way that we push each other and strive to be the best we can. I don't think it's a surprise that they're out there making plays and stuff like that, because that's just who we are as a defense, who we are as a team. So what I can do personally, like I said, we have a standard. I can hold that standard. I can make sure that my teammates are on the same standard and they hold me accountable as well.
You were new to the game last week, but how fun was that to go chase down a bell and ring it? You've been part of rivalry games before.
Yeah, that was great. That was a really good time. Unfortunately, I could only play that game one time, but it was really cool running across the field, taking the bell from them. That was one of our team goals going into the season. I'm glad we got to accomplish that.
Were you surprised how heavy it is? That thing's heavy.
Yeah, I think it's super heavy. It took like 3 or 4 guys to carry it, yeah.
How about Donovan Smith this week from Houston? Holstein was a big quarterback, but this guy's big and he's got some wheels.
Yeah, he's a really big guy. Developed quarterback. I think it was 24 for 28 against Oklahoma. He can run it. He can pass it, obviously. I think it's going to be a good matchup this week. I'm excited to play that.
Eric Phillips had one of the best games of his career with 2 sacks. What was it like to see someone from Cincinnati who knows what this rivalry is all about to have such an impactful game?
Yeah, Eric's a really hard worker. If I wish you could hear what the things he said in the locker room leading up to the game. Got to get the bell back, this and that, you know what I mean? He puts a lot into it, and I'm glad that showed in a really big game like that.
Coach mentioned after the game on Saturday the emphasis to wrap the quarterback up and get those sacks and tackles for loss there. What was working for you guys versus Miami to really find a way to get that to happen?
Just being physical, out-physicaling them, point of attack. That was a really big emphasis for us going into the week, and we showed that in the game.
You were up on the line a lot. Do you like that?
Yeah. I think it's good, showing different looks. Adds versatility to our defense.
I think I might know the answer to this question, but if say you're a true freshman, kind of like in the shoes of Simeon Coleman, Marquavius Sabor, Jaquan Sanks, if a coach comes up to you and says, hey, we're going to redshirt you, you can come back, have another year, or you can play 20 and 25 snaps a game, would you rather have that extra year, or do you want to keep contributing even in the little way that they are now?
As a freshman, I redshirted myself, but I got 4 games of significant playing experience, and that was very valuable to the development of my playing career. With those guys, like I said earlier, they've been pretty productive in the games that we've played. Whether or not to say whether they should redshirt or not, I couldn't tell you because I think they'd be so very productive in the games going forward, but if they did, I could definitely see the reason with that.
Did you guys play Houston last year?
Yes. Unfortunately, we lost in when I was at West Virginia. We lost in the overtime Hail Mary, not overtime, but a Hail Mary at the end of the game, and that was very unfortunate. So I'm excited to get back out there and play him.
He's been sacked 11 times, I believe, in 3 games. From what you've seen, does that look? I mean, obviously you can't get him 11 times, but does it look like you guys can get him? Because you're at 2, Eric's at 3. I'm sure you'd like to have some more.
Yeah, that's just gonna come down to the game plan, how we get after them, how we attack their offense. But if opportunity's there, definitely capitalize on it.
Jared, talk about the confidence level this team has heading into the first Big 12 game. Obviously, knowing that there wasn't a Big 12 victory here at Nippert Stadium last year, talk about the confidence heading into this one after a big win versus Miami.
I think it's just momentum as we go throughout the season. From this point on, the games only get bigger and bigger, especially as we get into conference play. I think that as long as we keep the momentum of winning, we should be all right.
Any other questions for Jared? Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.